So over the next couple of years, Epcot is going to be receiving an awful lot of new additions, but none is more important than the revitalisation of Future World. So let's dive into all of that up next. Hi there Waltoners, I'm Jack. This is DSNY Newscast, and you know what? Let's just get straight into the news for today. So back at D23 Expo in 2017, Bob Chapek announced that Epcot's Future World would be receiving a grand reimagining over the next 5 to 6 years, with Tom Fitzgerald leading the Imagineering team tasked with revitalising the front section of this nearly 40-year-old park. As at the time of the Expo, this piece of blue sky concept art was shown on stage, but then never officially released, giving us a glimpse at what their vision was for the spine of Epcot back in July of 2017. But since then, reliable insiders have indicated that these plans might have changed, and there are various concepts that Imagineering are currently exploring. However, the future of these Innoventions buildings right here in the east and also over on the west side are still up in the air at the moment, as one version of the plans completely removes these buildings altogether, and another version apparently leaves half the buildings intact but then renovated and rethemed. And lastly, Imagineering have even got a concept where the buildings are kept and even expanded, leading to a refresh and general renovation of the iconic spine of Epcot. But either way you look at it, once these Innoventions buildings have been altered either partially or entirely, it's going to completely change the look and feel of entering into Epcot, as it's going to make Future World East and West even more inviting and give you a better vista into World Showcase and the entirety of Future World. And to add even more to all of this, last October Disney Parks blog announced that very soon the character meet and greets for Ralph, Vanellope, Baymax, Joy and Sadness will be finding a new home over at the Imagination Pavilion's ImageWorks area, as in story terms, Figment has created a new portal which all kinds of characters can join him over in his pavilion, meaning that Innoventions West, that is currently being used for Inside Out, Big Hero 6 and Ralph Breaks the Internet, will be vacated, with changes coming to this building very soon. And this makes total sense, as if we zoom out on the aerial view of this Future World spine and break it up into separate quadrants, realistically it would be easier for Disney to either remove or make alterations to Innoventions East and West at the walkway break section here, so mouse gear isn't affected for the time being. But according to insiders, Innoventions East is more likely to be altered first, probably because of the increased attendance in this area when the Guardians of the Galaxy Rollercoaster opens in 2021. However, this section of the building here is also where the controls for the new Illuminations replacement shows is going to be. So it could be that Disney are opting to make partial modifications to this building instead of drastically demolishing it instead. But don't forget, this all remains rumour until we get further clarification from Disney themselves about the Future World project. But now, before we get into any more news for today, I just want to say a quick thanks to our sponsor for today's episode, Mickey Travels. As Mickey Travels are only one of a select few travel agencies in the entire world that have Disney's Platinum Earmark status. So if you're looking to book a Disney vacation, Mickey Travels will handle all aspects of your trip and do it all for free, as they never charge for their services. So to get your free quote today, visit mickeystravels.com in the description box or call them on the number below. Now whilst we're over here in Future World East, let's do a quick construction update on the Guardians of the Galaxy Rollercoaster being built and also the Space 220 restaurant just over there. As we can see here that the roller coaster track for the launch tunnel of this new e-ticket attraction has begun to be installed, with this coaster launching you into a 45-degree incline to presumably the top section of this absolutely massive gravity building for the main part of this innovative Disney storytelling roller coaster experience. As we can see in these photos here, that the incline of the launch tunnel is most likely to be themed to match the top of the former Universe of Energy building, which in this photo here at night time you can see has been completely gutted, with no track installation in place as of yet for the load and unload areas for the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. But over here to the side of Test Track, you can see that the immersive Space 220 restaurant is really moving along, as the exterior curved walls for the Space restaurant are currently being put in place, that will house the soundproofing and the 250-foot wide window into space that will act as a sort of preview of the technology and effects that Imagineering will also be bringing on over to the Star Wars Hotel near Disney's Hollywood Studios. But in this angle here, whilst riding Test Track, you can get a much better idea of how far along this construction is, as the roof is currently being installed, although this new structure has not been connected as of yet to the remaining corporate lounge area that will transport you on up to this immersive space station restaurant. And lastly for today, let's dive into some Disney movie and streaming news. As Pixar announced today that there will be a brand new Toy Story 4 trailer dropping this Sunday just after the Super Bowl, which will more than likely give us our first look at Bo Peep and a greater understanding of the storyline of Toy Story 4. But now with regards to the Disney streaming service Disney Plus, recent analyst estimates have predicted that Disney will be looking to spend in the region of $500 million on original content for Disney Plus in 2019 alone, as this service is set to be a major factor in safeguarding the future of the Walt Disney Company as the disruption of the streaming market continues to change the media landscape. But the big thing here is that the original content that is currently being developed for the streaming service will be made by the same creative teams that work within the major studio branches of Disney, Pixar, Marvel and Lucasfilm. So when Disney Plus launches in the second half of 2019, it will definitely be worth checking out. But now, it's over to you, Waltners. I would like to know if you could add anything to the Future World revitalisation plans which are being brought to this park in the next 5 to 6 years. What would it be and how would it improve Future World overall? And of course, don't forget to put the timestamp for where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video, along with your suggestion or your comment to be in the chance to win one of these official Waltner DSNY Newscast enamel pins. And congratulations to this Waltner here for winning this suggestion from a previous video where we were talking all about the Disney Skyliner character cabins. And so that's it for today. So go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel, hit that notification icon, and if you've enjoyed today's video from inside of EPCOT at Walt Disney World, go ahead and give this video a massive thumbs up as it really does help this channel out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.